Hi, how's it going, everybody? It is Josh Thomas here from the Bit Block, and today I wanted to talk about Super Nintendo World at Universal Orlando Resort, or really at any of Universal's parks. Now, the reason that I wanted to talk about it today specifically is because today, I believe today, is the grand opening, I use that word very lightly, the grand opening of Jimmy Fallon's theme park ride. Yeah, you heard me right. They're making theme park rides at Universal based on talk shows now. Anyways, Those are my vitamin D pills, by the way. I take them because that's the secret to my successful, amazing hair. Vitamin D pills, and occasionally I like to eat a little bit of spinach. It's really good for your hair. So listen, where the hell was I going with any of this video? Right, Universal. So listen, Jimmy Fallon now has a theme park ride, which gives hope to any globs of dirt out there that also want a theme park ride, because frankly, the floodgate is open. Literally anything can be a multi-million-dollar theme park ride now. Now, you might be wondering, why am I talking about Jimmy Fallon? Well, you see, Universal Parks are owned by Comcast. Now, this didn't always used to be the truth. They used to just be owned by Universal and NBC, which is, it's really hard. I mean, about 6 of the companies in this world own everything. So it's like, Comcast owns Comcast owns NBC, which owns Universal. So the reason I bring up Comcast is because ever since, I should be wearing a tinfoil hat when I talk about this. So ever since Comcast bought Universal Parks, the only kinds of new attractions that these delinquents build are simulator rides. Jimmy Fallon's Race Through New York, whatever, who cares, is another simulator ride at Universal Studios. And if you're a little worried that this is going to be the last simulator ride, don't worry, because next year there's going to be another simulator ride for Fast and the Furious. Yeah, because, people still care about Fast and Furious, right? Didn't most of the people that starred in those movies die of something? Who cares? They're dead. Why do we want a theme park ride based on it? So here's where all of this relates to Nintendo. I am insanely worried that given Comcast's track record of not making real theme park attractions, the Nintendo stuff is going to be a bunch of underwhelming simulator garbage. Now, in case you're not in the loop, a simulator ride is essentially a ride where you look at a wall with 3D glasses on, and the wall has a movie being projected on it, and you're supposed to be impressed for some reason. I have walls at home that I can look at, Universal. I've got plenty of them. Look at it. There's a wall right there. There's a wall over there. There's a TV. I could go to a drive-in movie and basically get the same. You could go to a drive-in movie, hire a couple of kids to rock your vehicle back and forth during the action scenes, and that's literally what it's like to go to most Universal rides these days. I will be so sad if Nintendo World ends up being a bunch of simulator rides. Nothing is more underwhelming than a simulator ride. Back in the day, like the Back to the Future ride at Universal was a simulator ride. It's gone now, it's the Simpsons ride, but it was a simulator ride. But back then, it was like one of 2 simulator rides they had. They also had a Hanna-Barbera simulator ride. So two rides at the park were simulator rides. Now, we've got Transformers, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Jimmy Fallon, we've got the new Harry Potter thing. Everything is as The Simpsons. Everything is a simulator ride now. There's probably even more. Oh, the Minions is a simulator ride. I need more hands to count the simulator rides at Universal now. Fast and the Furious is going to be a simulator ride. Make some godforsaking rides, Universal. And if you mess up Nintendo's, I'm tearing it down. I am going, right here, right now, I am promising to you, if the Super Nintendo World attractions are all just a bunch of stupid simulator rides, I'm tearing them down. Brick by brick. I will rip out every single brick that is used to put together the buildings, and it'll be it'll take me a while. I'll do like one a day, but then in about 2 years, there won't be anything left. Please, please make them actual rides with animatronics and real smoke, real set pieces, a real track that you're moving around with. Why? Do you know how much money it costs to get into Universal Parks? I think it's like $140, I believe, to get into Universal's Park for a day. $140 you have to pay. And then to buy stuff, it's astronomical. Oh, what's that? You want a bottle of water? You want a medium-sized bottle of water? Here, fill out this paperwork and give us the deed to your house and you can get a bottle of water at Universal. I think it's like legitimately $7 for a bottle of water at Universal. So I was always under the impression that it's like, yeah, Universal's gonna do me up the ass, but I have the Jaws ride, and I have the King Kong ride, and I have all these actual rides. But now it's like they're doing us up the ass even harder, but they're not even kissing us afterwards. They're not even, I'm going way off on this one. They're not even making good rides anymore, but they're screwing us over more. I'm telling you right here, right now, I still love you, Universal. I don't know why. I'm like one of those battered housewives who still loves their man. I still love you. I'm looking forward to coming to see you in July. But please do not mess up Nintendo's area in the park. I will say this. What gives me hope is that Nintendo is very much involved with building Super Nintendo World. Mr. Miyamoto and a lot of the team for Mario and Zelda and whatever, a lot of Nintendo's top designers are involved with the creative process behind this. So that makes me think, oh, this has a chance. This has a chance. Because I think Comcast would bend over backwards to get a deal with Nintendo. Both Disney and Universal probably really, really wanted that Nintendo deal because they know how much money it could be. So if Nintendo was like, all right, we'll sign the deal, we'll make a Nintendo theme park in Universal, but we want this and this and this, and it has to do this, and we want to be very involved with the creative process. I'm pretty sure they'd be like, okay, fine, whatever. So it's all in your hands now, Nintendo, to make sure that this isn't a bunch of stupid virtual reality 3D screen bullcrap. And I have faith, but I also had faith for the King Kong ride, and the new King Kong ride at Islands of Adventure is garbage. It's garbage. It's a bunch of screens. It's 80% screens. The outside of it looks amazing, but the inside is hollow and sad. What's the point of this video? The point of this video is it's the opening day for Jimmy Fallon's simulator ride, and it got me thinking about how there really hasn't been a genuine ride built at Universal since Comcast bought them. And that makes me scared about Super Nintendo World. But what gives me hope is that I know Nintendo is deeply involved with what those attractions are going to be, and hopefully Nintendo understands that we have spent our whole lives witnessing Nintendo's characters on a screen. That's the only way we ever get to interact with Nintendo's characters. It's on a screen. So putting them on a screen in a theme park ride, that don't make not much sense at all. Anyways, that's it. That's it for this video. The video is done. I'm done. When are you going to start talking about Nintendo's theme parks, Universal? I want to know more.